Hello, church. One of my favorite phrases in Scripture is one that Paul wrote in 2 Corinthians 4. He said, there is an eternal weight of glory. An eternal weight of glory. I just love that phrase. It's always seemed really just deep and profound in how it tries to describe this weightiness of God's glory. So I've been drawn back to that over the past couple of weeks. I was reading it again and realizing that the verses right around that, really all of chapter 4, might be even more fitting for this time that we're going through right now than I even realized. So let me read you a couple of verses right around that. It's 2 Corinthians 4, 16 through 18. It says, Paul writes, "Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." So these light and momentary troubles are preparing us for an eternal weight of glory. Because the seen things are temporary and the unseen things are eternal. And even though our bodies are wasting away, our souls are being renewed day by day. And I started looking back, and this is the same chapter where Paul says, "For God who said, 'Light shine out of darkness,' made his light shine in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ. But we have this treasure in jars of clay, to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair." And he goes on. So there's so many phrases in this chapter that were inspiring me that it led me to want to put them to music, to song, for something to remember them by, for something to worship through these words. You know, we think about our bodies wasting away and all those who are sick right now. But our souls can be renewed, actually growing stronger day by day. And for Paul to write these light and momentary, or these slight momentary afflictions or troubles, I mean, read the chapters where he just lists all the things that had happened to him. You know, he was shipwrecked, he was beaten, he was stoned, he had all these, so those are his light and momentary troubles. So for us going through this illness, this virus, we can certainly say this is a light and momentary trouble if Paul, with all of his problems, even far greater for him personally than what this may be for many of us, and even his fear of death and our fear of death, it's kind of a parallel. And I probably wouldn't write myself right now this slight momentary trouble of the coronavirus, but if Paul could write this slight momentary trouble in the face of everything he went through, I think we can sing and we can say that for ourselves now. This slight and momentary trouble is preparing us for an eternal weight of glory, because we're not fixing our eyes on what is seen, but what is unseen. So if this song can help you to worship through these words and can encourage you, that 2 Corinthians chapter 4, I encourage you to read through that as a chapter of hope, as a chapter of beauty, and fixing our eyes on the glory of God in the face of Christ. For this slight momentary affliction is preparing us for an eternal weight of glory beyond compare, as we look not to things seen, but to things unseen, the things unseen. For the things we see are transient, the unseen eternal, the unseen eternal. Thy will be done on the earth as it is in heaven. Thy kingdom come, may we live on the earth as in heaven. Do not lose heart, though our bodies are wasting away, our souls Jesus Christ laid down his life and rose again. Give God the glory. May Jesus Christ make us alive and overflow. To God be the glory. Do not lose heart, though our bodies are wasting away. Our souls shine forth, precious treasure in jars of clay.